Good morning. You're watching DD News and I'm Preeti presenting this edition of Breakfast Show this Wednesday morning. In the next 1 hour, we'll get in count of everything that's been making it to the headlines. First, the top stories. Uddhav Thackeray chosen as leader of Shiv Sena NCP Congress Maha-Vikas Aghadi. Alliance leaders meet governor and stake claim to form the government. Uddhav Thackeray to be sworn in as the chief minister tomorrow. BJP leader Kalidas Kolamkar appointed as the pro tem speaker. ISRO all set to launch imaging and mapping satellite Cartosat 3 on board the PSLV C-47 rocket today morning. The launch vehicle will also carry 13 commercial American nano satellites. Campaigning intensifies in Jharkhand for assembly polls. BJP leader Ravi Shankar Prasad to release party Sankalp Patra today. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath to address rallies. Jharkhand Mukti Morcha promises 75% reservation for locals in government jobs. US President Donald Trump says trade deal with China is nearly finalized, but also says that Washington stands with protesters in Hong Kong, where it wants to see democracy. In sports led by Atanu Das, Indian archers bagged 3 bronze medals, also ensures at least 3 silver medals at the ongoing Asian Championship at Bangkok. Alright, those are the top stories. We'll get to the news in detail now. Maharashtra politics sees an action-packed Tuesday. Shiv Sena leader Uddhav Thackeray has been chosen as the leader of Shiv Sena NCP Congress Maha-Vikas Aghadi. Uddhav Thackeray will be sworn in on November 28th. The Sena president, along with key leaders of Congress and NCP, met Governor B.K. Koshyari to stake claim to form the government on Tuesday night. The rest of the cabinet will be sworn in later. Leader of legislative wing of the Congress, Balasaheb Thorat, confirmed that Thackeray will take oath on November 28th. The Maha-Vikas Aghadi, comprising of Shiv Sena, NCP and Congress, yesterday submitted a letter claiming the support of 162 MLAs to the governor. Devendra Fadnavis resigned as Maharashtra Chief Minister on Tuesday ahead of the floor test shortly after rebel NCP leader Ajit Pawar did a U-turn and quit as his deputy. Both the resignations came hours after Supreme Court ordered the floor test in Maharashtra Assembly. Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari has asked Devendra Fadnavis to continue as the caretaker Chief Minister till an alternative arrangement is made. Soon after Devendra Fadnavis's resignation, BJP MLA Kalidas Kolamkar took oath as the pro tem speaker of the Legislative Assembly. A day full of drama nearing the end with the announcement that the swearing in of Maha Aghadi, that is Shiv Sena NCP Congress combined, will take place tomorrow. Uddhav Thackeray has been unanimously elected as the leader of the Maha Aghadi.
We have just taken a unanimous decision to elect Uddhav Thackeray as captain of Maha-Vikas Aghadi for smooth governance of Maharashtra.
These visuals of jubilant supporters chanting the name of both Ajit Pawar and Sharad Pawar in the same breath, adding to the irony of the situation. The Maha Aghadi combined met at Trident Hotel at around 7:15 in the evening on Tuesday to decide on their chief minister. Till yesterday morning, Ajit Pawar was the deputy chief minister, rubbing shoulders with the BJP. The evening saw him being accepted back in the NCP fold after he submitted his resignation to the governor.
उद्धव ठाकरे साहब महाराष्ट्र के मुख्यमंत्री हो गए, सपोर्टेड बाय नेशनलिस्ट कांग्रेस पार्टी एंड भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस.
Both Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar, who had taken oath on Saturday morning just 3 days ago, resigned from their posts soon after the Supreme Court ordered that the state government face a floor test by 5 p.m. on Wednesday. Ajit Pawar first sent his resignation to the Chief Minister, after which Fadnavis called a press conference and announced his own resignation.
जब माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के आदेश से फ्लोर टेस्ट करनी है, ऐसे समय आज श्री अजीत दादा पवार इन्होंने मुझसे मिलकर कहा कि वे इस सरकार में बने नहीं रह सकते और उन्होंने हमको इस्तीफा दिया, तो उनके इस्तीफा देने से अब बहुमत के लिए जितने विधायक चाहिए उतने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पास नहीं है और इसलिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने निर्णय लिया कि हम सरकार नहीं बनाएंगे, हम इस्तीफा देंगे।
Shortly after his press conference, Fadnavis went to Raj Bhavan accompanied by senior BJP leaders from the state and submitted his resignation to Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari. The governor accepted his resignation and asked Fadnavis to continue in office till further arrangements were made. Fadnavis turned his ire on former ally Shiv Sena, blaming the pre-poll ally for the breakdown of their alliance. He reiterated that there was never a promise of a rotational chief ministership.
हमारे ऊपर हॉर्स ट्रेडिंग का आरोप जो लगाते हैं, उन्होंने तो सत्ता के लिए पूरा का पूरा अस्तबल खरीद लिया और सत्ता के पीछे सारी चीजें उन्होंने गौण कर दी। और इसलिए मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि आज ये तीन पार्टियां एकत्रित आकर सरकार बनाने का जो विचार कर रही है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है ये सरकार अपने बोझ तले दबेगी, क्योंकि ये तीन पहियों की ऐसी गाड़ी है जिसका कोई भी पहिया एक दिशा में नहीं चल सकता। तीनों पहिए तीन दिशाओं में चलेंगे और महाराष्ट्र जैसा अगड़ा राज्य, इसकी क्या परिस्थिति होगी इसके बारे में मैं कह नहीं सकता।
It is a matter of surprise at the ease with which NCP welcomed back the prodigal Ajit Pawar. Even the Shiv Sena joined the NCP in asserting that he made a mistake and had returned to Mahavikas Aghadi. Earlier, the governor had appointed BJP leader Kalidas Kolamkar as the pro-tem speaker and administered him the oath of office. The governor also called Legislative Assembly into session from Wednesday morning. The action began at around 10:30 in the morning on Tuesday at the Supreme Court. It ordered Devendra Fadnavis to prove his majority in the House. On Wednesday, a bench of Justices N.V. Ramana, Justice Ashok Bhushan and Justice Sanjeev Khanna passed an interim order on a joint petition of Shiv Sena, NCP and Congress. The court noted that the judiciary does not enter into the domain of the legislature except as a last resort, and this was one such instance. The jury, however, is still out on whether Maharashtra will have a stable polity. With inputs from Ajay Vikram Singh and Shama Mishra from Mumbai, DD India. All right, Shama Mishra is joining us from Mumbai to get us more on that. Shama, it was an eventful day there in Mumbai. When we talk of what all is planned today in Vidhan Sabha, let us know the day, the details of what is to happen there in Vidhan Sabha. And we believe that the floor test does not hold any meaning anymore. But again, in our voiceover, we told that it is an important day in Vidhan Sabha. Let us know what are the technicalities that have to be followed from here on.
Well, it was an eventful month rather than an eventful day yesterday, and today we are seeing that the special session of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly has already begun, and the MLAs have started taking their oath of office. We already saw Devendra Fadnavis, the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra. He has sworn in, he has taken the MLA's oath. Also Dilip Valse Patil, he has taken. Now the pro-tem speaker, that is the Kalidas Kolamkar, he is administering the entire oath to all the MLAs. Just after 8 a.m. we started seeing all the buses coming in with all the MLAs. The prominent names that we saw here was Ajit Pawar, Dhananjay Munde, Devendra Fadnavis, Supriya Sule and other party leaders from all the main parties that have already come here. While speaking to Ajit Pawar, he did mention that he was never out of the NCP and he was always with NCP. Devendra Fadnavis did not comment anything on the entire situation, and most of the BJP leaders have averted the entire situation where they have to speak anything or they have to comment anything. Now, after this special session of the Assembly, where all the MLAs will be taking oath, after this, we believe that the governor of Maharashtra, because the leaders of the NCP, Shiv Sena and Congress, which is the Mahavikas Aghadi, they went to the governor yesterday night and met him and gave him a letter that we have chosen Uddhav Thackeray as our alliance leader and he would be the face of Chief Minister, wherein the governor gave them a letter that because the name of Uddhav Thackeray is coming up for the Chief Ministerialship, and since he is not a member of the Legislative Assembly or the Council, he has 6 months to become a member of the either the MLA or the MLC. Also, they have been given a time of 7 days, that is till 3rd December, where they have to prove their majority. Like you mentioned, this is just a formality because they already have the number. Till day before yesterday, they had claimed to have 162. Now, the Mahavikas Aghadi is claiming that they have the number of 168. So yes, like how the entire drama unfolded in Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis and BJP claimed that they have 105 plus independents and Ajit Pawar's team, and they could cook up the number of 145. But that did not happen yesterday, and now we are seeing that the number of 168 is really strong, and this would be termed as a new start for Mahavikas Aghadi, because the differences in ideology, the differences in working pattern will definitely come in the way, and how they deal with the entire situation and how they steer this entire government will be a key thing to witness.
All right, Shyama, thank you so much for joining us with those details. That was our correspondent Shama Mishra spelling out what is how the day is planned there in Vidhan Sabha in Maharashtra. Up next, we'll get to other news. ISRO will today launch modern Earth observation satellite Cartosat-3 at 9:28 in the morning from the National Spaceport at Sriharikota. The workhorse launch vehicle PSLV C-47 will also carry 13 commercial nano satellites from the US. Now, this is the first mission by ISRO after Chandrayaan-2 mission, and its operational life would be for 5 years. The rocket will insert Cartosat-3 at the height of 509 kilometers and will be stabilized in a polar sun synchronous orbit. Now, the satellite Cartosat-3 weighs 1,625 kilograms and has a mission life of 5 years. It is the first in the series of the third generation Earth observation satellites. It has a very high resolution camera that will be helpful in meeting the increased user demands for urban planning, infrastructure development, coastal land use and land cover. All right, to get us more on that, Philip Matthew is joining us. Philip, it's November 27th today, and Cartosat, the launch of the Cartosat was rescheduled from November 25th to this day today. Let us know, is the stage all set?
Well, absolutely, Preeti. In fact, in less than 1.5 hours from now, PSLV will lift off into the sky. In fact, the good news is that the weather here is also pretty favorable for a launch. At the moment, the skies are clear, the sun is out, and all the preparations are going as per plan. In fact, the last minute touches are being given to the spacecraft. As you can see just behind me on the screen, the final checks are being carried out, and in the next 1.5 hours or so, these checks will be completed, and then the PSLV C-47 will lift off into the morning sky.
All right, Philip, we also tell our viewers that this is the first in the series of the third generation Earth observation satellites. Let us know, throw more light onto it and apprise our viewers as to what are these third generation Earth observation satellites.
Well, essentially, Preeti, this particular Cartosat-3 will be carrying a high resolution camera on board, and the resolution of this camera is something in the range of 25 to 30 centimeters, and that is a quantum jump over the resolution of the cameras that have been carried by earlier satellites, and that is what makes this very significant. So this will aid applications in the areas of whether it is land use or whether it is areas like forestry, agriculture, even water resource and ocean management. These areas, this kind of resolution will come in very handy in creating land use maps, which will be very useful in areas like urban planning and in extraction of natural resources. So all of this is something that has been planned for quite a while, and the Cartosat series, as you can see, has been gradually stepping up the power of its cameras to ensure that more and more data can be collected and passed on to the user agencies for the benefit of the country.
All right, Philip, thank you so much for joining us with those details. We'll come back to you again when the launch happens. That was our correspondent, Philip Matthews, spelling for us how important is the launch today and how important are the third generation Earth observation satellites. Up next, let's get you more on Parliament. The Rajya Sabha on Tuesday passed the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Bill 2019 by voice vote. The bill sought to provide a mechanism for social, economic and educational empowerment of transgender persons in India. Meanwhile, the government introduced in Lok Sabha on Tuesday a bill to merge two union territories, Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli, into one, and a bill which seeks to provide a legal framework to grant ownership rights to people living in unauthorized colonies in Delhi was also introduced in Lok Sabha. In today's session of Parliament in Rajya Sabha, the Dam Safety Bill 2019 will be considered for passage. The Chit Funds Amendment Bill 2019 will also be considered for passage. In Lok Sabha, Jammu and Kashmir Reservation Second Amendment Bill 2019 is listed for withdrawal, and bills for consideration and passage include the Prohibition of Electronic Cigarettes Bill 2019, the Taxation Laws Amendment Bill 2019, the National Capital Territory of Delhi Recognition of Property Rights of Residents in Unauthorized Colonies Bill 2019. All right, Vishal Baristo is joining us to get us more. Vishal, we've enlisted the business which is expected to be transacted today in both the Houses of Parliament. But again, the question arises as to on the behavior of the opposition. Yesterday, we saw the opposition party stage a walkout, and that was indeed a black spot on the working of the Parliament, given the fact that it was Constitution Day yesterday, and today we expect the both the houses to function normally.
Well, a very good morning to you, Preeti. Yes, it seems that the houses would function properly and normally, because yesterday, after the Supreme Court ruling on the Maharashtra issue, both houses functioned normally, and with the dust and storm settling down on the issue of Maharashtra, I think the opposition would also be participating in both the houses. Let me tell you that yesterday was the Constitution Day, and the way in which the opposition led by Congress party and the leaders walked out of the house and walked out of the Parliament, and they staged a dharna at the Ambedkar statue. It was very unfortunate because yesterday was the Constitution Day, and they were all supposed to have a joint sitting in the Central Hall to mark this historic occasion, but that did not happen. And immediately after the Supreme Court ruling that there would be a floor test, and eventually Fadnavis resigning, the dust settled down, and now the houses are expected to function normally. Now the issues that are there in both the houses, starting off with the lower house, on the e-cigarette issue, the Congress was averse to the idea of the prohibition of e-cigarettes, while the government wants to completely ban the manufacture, distribution, import, export, and even sale of e-cigarettes. But the government is very much eager to prohibit e-cigarettes, so that will also come in the lower house today. Then we also have the amendment on the special protection group issue, whether and what norms it should be provided to the former prime ministers. So that is going to be an interesting issue now, and also the merger of Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Yesterday, Congress wanted that the matter should be sent to the standing committee, to which the speaker refused, and he said that let the house function properly and not every issue should be sent to the standing committee, and he gave 24 hours more. So today this issue would also come up, and there in the Rajya Sabha, with the Lok Sabha already passing the bill on the chit fund, so it's a mere formality, and today that would also be taken up there in the upper house of the Parliament. So with the list in both the houses, it appears to be a hectic day, because yesterday half of the day could not be used because of the celebration, and then because of the protest and opposition by the opposition, not only yesterday but the day before as well. So today is going to be, it is expected to be a normal day as far as Parliament proceedings are concerned.
All right, Vishal, thank you so much for joining us with those inputs. Let's see how the day pans out there in Parliament. The nation celebrated 70th Constitution Day on Tuesday, and it was on this day, 1949, that the Constituent Assembly approved the draft constitution that was adopted and came into force 2 months later on the first Republic Day, 1950. President, Vice President and Prime Minister addressed a joint sitting of Parliament at the historic Central Hall, where the Constitution was first adopted. Indian missions across the globe on Tuesday celebrated the 70 years of adoption of the Constitution. Several world leaders congratulated Indians on the occasion, calling it a landmark document that reflects the country's unique culture and history.
ये जरूर सोचें कि क्या हमारा कार्य संवैधानिक मर्यादा, गरिमा व नैतिकता के अनुरूप है।
Transformation of the nation is the need of the hour. नए भारत के लिए भी सिर्फ और सिर्फ संविधान की मर्यादाएं, संविधान की भावना,
Our constitution, our identity, our constitution, our pride. The nation celebrates 70 years of its lifeline. The main function took the form of a joint sitting in the central hall of the parliament. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla addressed the August gathering. President Kovind said that all issues can be addressed within the ambit of the Constitution. He called on one and all to uphold the dignity and morality of the Constitution.
कि संविधान को सर्वोपरि सम्मान देना तथा वैचारिक मतभेदों से ऊपर उठकर संविधान सम्मत प्रक्रियाओं का पालन करना संवैधानिक नैतिकता का सार तत्व है। सरकार के तीनों अंगों, संवैधानिक पदों को सुशोभित करने वाले सभी व्यक्तियों, सिविल सोसाइटी के सदस्यों तथा सभी सामान्य नागरिकों द्वारा संवैधानिक नैतिकता का पालन किया जाना अपेक्षित है।
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu released a book titled Role of Rajya Sabha in Indian Parliamentary Democracy. He presented the first copy to President Kovind. He urged the citizens to fulfill their responsibilities with complete commitment to the Constitution. Venkaiah Naidu expressed confidence that this will not only strengthen democracy but will also lead to rapid development of the nation.
Unless each one of us perform one's duty, the rights of others cannot be realized. So my advice to all is that every one of us do our duty, add to the beauty, and then make the country mighty. That's my advice to all. If we discharge our duties with dedication and commitment to the national objectives and constitutional values, the country will move faster on the development trajectory and will become a more mature democracy.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the Constitution fulfilled the dual mantra of dignity for Indians and unity for India. He urged everyone to be noble, responsible and responsive citizens.
हमारा संविधान हम भारत के लोग से शुरू होता है। We the people of India. हम भारत के लोग ही इसकी ताकत हैं, हम ही इसकी प्रेरणा है और हम ही इसका उद्देश्य है। मैं आप सभी का आह्वान करता हूं कि हम सब इस संकल्प शक्ति के साथ मिलकर भारत के एक जिम्मेदार नागरिक के तौर पर अपने कर्तव्यों का पालन करें।
Prime Minister stressed that the Constitution is the driving force behind Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. The Constitution not only imparts right but also defines duties. Prime Minister called for a balance between rights and duties.
एक व्यक्ति छोटी छोटी चीजें होती है, अगर बूंद बूंद पानी बचाता है वो अपना नागरिक कर्तव्य भी निभाता है। ऐसा कई दायित्व होते हैं जो एक नागरिक के रूप में सहज व्यवस्था के रूप में हम विकसित करें, संस्कार के रूप में विकसित करें, तो हमें देश को आगे ले जाने में बहुत बड़ी सुविधा बढ़ती है।
Prime Minister further said that Mahatma Gandhi epitomized this fine balance. As the nation celebrates his 150th birth anniversary, his ideals become even more relevant. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla said that on one hand the Constitution empowers citizens and protects their freedom via fundamental rights. On the other hand, it strikes a balance between these rights and directs citizens to be disciplined. President Kovind released a commemorative silver coin worth Rs 250 and a commemorative stamp. Etched on the coin are the national emblem, Ashoka pillar, Parliament as well as Mahatma Gandhi's picture and the words Satyamev Jayate. The President also launched the National Youth Parliament Scheme portal and inaugurated an exhibition on making of the Constitution in the Parliament Library premises. With Parliament team, TD India.
And the Constitution Day celebrations were also organized in Supreme Court premises. Speaking at the event, President Ramnath Kovind underlined the important role of judiciary as the final interpreter of the Constitution.
keeping the role of the Supreme Court as final interpreter of the Constitution and the laws enacted under it, the judiciary assumes the role of its guardian. The authors of our Constitution took extra care in providing it the necessary powers and freedoms to function without any undue influence. Over these eventful 7 decades, the judiciary has remained alive to the high responsibility placed on it. I am aware of the fact that it has initiated several innovative measures to reach out to the people.
And Chief Justice Sharad Bopre stressed on the benefits of artificial intelligence in improving access to timely justice.
We now have the benefit of modern artificial intelligence tools that will assist in improving the efficiency of our justice system through sophisticated and contextual automation of existing repetitive non-judicial tasks and functions. Intelligence-powered law-focused translation engine, which you might see today, is a marvelous invention. While translating judgments is useful, it pales in comparison to the value added to countless litigants and lawyers whose access to timely justice will no longer be limited by the restraint of languages.
And from here we take you live to Vidhan Sabha in Maharashtra, where the oath-taking ceremony of the MLAs is taking place.
भारताची सार्वभौमता व
Pro
एकात्मता
Tem
उन्नत
Speaker
राखी
विजय शांततेने बसावं.
is administering the oath to the MLAs.
मी ॲडव्होकेट आशिष शेलार विधानसभेचा सदस्य म्हणून निवडून आलो असल्याने ईश्वर साक्ष शपथ घेतो की कायद्याद्वारे स्थापित झाले अशा भारतीय संविधानाबद्दल मी खरी श्रद्धा व निष्ठा बाळगेन, भारताची सार्वभौमता व एकात्मता उन्नत राखीन आणि आता जे कर्तव्य मी हाती घेणार आहे ते निष्ठापूर्वक पार पाडेन.
श्री चंद्रकांत दादा बच्चू पाटील, श्री तानाजी जयवंत सावंत.
मी चंद्रकांत बच्चू पाटील विधानसभेचा सदस्य म्हणून निवडून आलो की असल्याने ईश्वर साक्ष शपथ घेतो की कायद्याद्वारे स्थापित झाले अशा भारतीय संविधानाबद्दल मी खरी श्रद्धा व निष्ठा बाळगीन, भारताची सार्वभौमता व एकात्मता उन्नत राखीन आणि आता जे कर्तव्य मी हाती घेणार आहे ते निष्ठापूर्वक पार पाडीन.
मी प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर तानाजी जयवंत सावंत विधानसभेचा सदस्य म्हणून निवडून आलो असल्याने ईश्वर साक्ष शपथ घेतो की कायद्याद्वारे स्थापित झाले आहे अशा भारतीय संविधानाबद्दल मी खरी श्रद्धा व निष्ठा बाळगीन, भारताची सार्वभौमता व एकात्मता उन्नत राखीन आणि आता जे कर्तव्य मी हाती घेणार आहे ते निष्ठापूर्वक पार पाडीन. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र.
श्रीयुत गोवर्धन शर्मा, श्रीयुत सुनील केदार, श्रीयुत रणजित कांबळे, श्रीयुत धर्मराव बाबा आत्राम आणि श्रीयुत विजय वडेट्टीवार. गोवर्धन शर्मा, केदार.
मी सुनील छत्रपाल केदार विधानसभेचा सदस्य म्हणून निवडून आलो असल्याने गांभीर्यपूर्वक प्रतिज्ञा करतो की कायद्याद्वारे स्थापित झाले अशा भारतीय संविधानाबद्दल मी खरी श्रद्धा व निष्ठा बाळगीन, भारतीय सार्वभौमता एकात्मता उन्नत राखीन आणि आता जे कर्तव्य मी हाती घेणार आहे ते निष्ठापूर्वक पार पाडीन.
मी रणजित प्रतापराव कांबळे विधानसभेचे सदस्य म्हणून निवडून आलो असल्याने ईश्वर साक्ष शपथ घेतो की कायद्याद्वारे स्थापित झाले आहे अशा भारतीय संविधानाबद्दल मी खरी श्रद्धा व निष्ठा बाळगीन, भारताची सार्वभौमता व एकात्मता उन्नत राखीन आणि आता जे कर्तव्य मी हाती घेणार आहे ते निष्ठापूर्वक पार पाडेन.
So those are the proceedings from Maharashtra Vidhan Sabha, where the MLAs were taking oath, and BJP MLA Kalidas Kolamkar was the pro tem speaker, and he administered the oath to the MLAs. We'll keep you updated, and we in our bulletin earlier also we told you about the political developments that took place in Maharashtra. And continuing with other updates, Constitution Day was celebrated across the country. Here's an account of the celebrations from different parts of India and abroad.
Every year, 26th November is celebrated across the country as the Constitution Day to mark the adoption of the Indian Constitution by the Constituent Assembly on this day in 1949. The Constitution Day is also known as the Samvidhan Divas. This year is the 70th anniversary of the adoption of the Constitution of India. On the occasion, many programs were organized across the country. Not just in India, but many events were also organized in several other countries as well. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Governor Anandiben Patel and leaders of various other parties were present. In J&K, Lieutenant Governor G.C. Murmu was present at the event organized at the Jammu Secretariat. In Odisha, an event was organized in the State Assembly. Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik and other leaders were present at the event. Goa Governor Satyapal Malik was present at the event organized in Panaji.
संविधान ने मुझे वो ताकत दी कि मैं एमएलए से शुरू करके यहाँ पे खड़ा हुआ.
In Andhra Pradesh, many events were organized. The governor was present at an event in Vijayawada. An event was also organized in Chandgiri Fort in Chittoor. In Rajasthan, on the occasion of the Constitution Day, the railway employees celebrated the day in Jaipur and took the pledge to maintain unity and integrity. Residents also took a pledge in Udaipur on the occasion. In Churu, people also took the pledge. In Jodhpur, an event was also organized on the occasion. In Madhya Pradesh, Constitution Day programs were organized to mark the 70th anniversary of the Constitution Adoption Day. Tikamgarh, residents organized an event. In Devbagh Hotel in Gwalior, the hotel staff took the pledge for unity and integrity of the country. And everyone fondly remembered the architect of the Constitution, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. In West Bengal, an event was organized on the occasion. In Kuch Bihar Palace and Museum too, Constitution Day was celebrated. In Meghalaya, an event was organized in Shillong. Senior journalist and Padma Shri awardee Patricia Mukim said, fundamental duties are important and focus should be given on these.
I think that the fundamental duties are very, very important. There are 11 of them, but because, they were brought in after the 42nd Amendment in 1976, so people think that it has lesser impact. But I think it's very, very important that we know our fundamental duties, because then only we have the right to claim our rights.
Assam, an event was organized in Guwahati. Like in other parts of the country, an event was also organized in Kohima to celebrate the occasion. In Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala, an event was organized on the occasion. CRPF DG Rajiv Rai Bhatnagar read the preamble to the Constitution. Baburam Bhattarai has said that the Indian Constitution has stood the test of time for 70 years. On 26 November 1949, the Constituent Assembly of India formally adopted the Constitution of India. It came into force on 26 January 1950. The Constitution Day of India aims to bring awareness on the importance of the Indian Constitution and its architect Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was appointed as the chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee on 29th of August 1947. DD India.
In Nepal, the 70th Constitution Day of India was celebrated yesterday. The Embassy of India in Kathmandu organized a special program to mark the occasion. Our correspondent Rajkumar has filed this report.
70th Constitution Day was celebrated at Embassy of India in Kathmandu on Tuesday. Indian Ambassador to Nepal, Manjeev Singh Puri, along with students of Kendriya Vidyalaya, Indian nationals and officials of Embassy and their family members read out the preamble of the Constitution. In his address, Ambassador Puri said, "Since its adoption, Indian Constitution has been base for constitution in several parts of the world." He said, It is a matter of great pride for us.
We have established ourselves, and we did, even in 1949, establish ourselves as one of the great countries and a great country of the rule of law, led by our Constitution in the entire comity of nations. It makes me particularly very proud, and I hope every one of you share this particular sentiment. It's an extremely proud day for us. It's a very great, proud achievement of India and Indians in the global politics.
The Indians living in Nepal expressed happiness to participate in Constitution Day's celebrations.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और मैंने तो अपनी लाइफ में फर्स्ट टाइम ऐसे पता चला आज मुझे कि हमारा 26 जनवरी 1949 को संविधान बना था। तो आज पाकर हमको बहुत खुशी और जो ओथ दिलाई अम्बेडकर साहब ने और भारत सरकार की तरफ से, तो हमको बहुत खुशी है और हम उसका पालन करेंगे।
बाबा साहेब भीमराव अम्बेडकर जी ने इस ड्राफ्टिंग कमेटी जो थी उसके चेयरमैन थे और हमारे संविधान ने जो भारत के नागरिकों को जो बेसिक राइट्स, फंडामेंटल राइट्स दिए हैं, उसकी वजह से हमारे देश के नागरिकों को बहुत आज़ादी मिली हुई है और हमारा देश आज बहुत तरक्की कर रहा है अपने हमारे संविधान की वजह से।
आई एम ऑनर्ड दैट आई एम द पार्ट ऑफ दिस इवेंट। आवर रिस्पेक्टेड एम्बेसडर सर enlightened us of how we have developed in last 70 years, and we are looking forward for more upcoming events like this, and for more and more development to take place, and I'm a proud Indian.
On this occasion, artists of Swami Vivekanand Cultural Center, Kathmandu, enthralled audience with patriotic fervor. Rajkumar from Kathmandu for DD News.
And as we celebrated the 70th Constitution Day yesterday, greetings poured in from all corners of the world. To name a few, Israel, Nepal, France, Greece, Japan were amongst the nations which extended their wishes to India.
This year, we celebrate 150 years since the birth of Mahatma Gandhi, a figure most revered for his contributions to the idea of non-violence and respect for human beings. We also celebrate and mark the occasion of the 70th Constitution Day of India. India's struggle for independence inspired many others. India's constitution is a seminal document which marked the country's emergence from the shadows of colonialism to the light of independence. I wish the people of India peace, happiness, and prosperity for decades ahead. I congratulate you on this special day.
Samvidhan Divas is an important anniversary not only for the people of India. It is important to all who cherish, understand, and are struggling for democracy, its values and practices, and with these the respect of the rule of law. 2020 will mark 70 years since the adoption of the Indian Constitution in its original form, the longest written constitution of any sovereign country in the world. On this occasion, it is of paramount importance to pay tribute and honor the architect of the Constitution, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Congratulations from the oldest democracy to the largest democracy of our world. Happy Constitution Day.
Dear friends all over India, congratulations. Congratulations on your 4th Constitution Day, marking 70 years of a strong democracy in the biggest democracy in the world. I remember my special visit in India. It was 3 years ago. I was amazed and inspired by the power, strength, and energy of your great nation. I would like to send my special regards to President Ramnath Kovind and the former President of India, and to Prime Minister Modi. And to all of you, congratulations.
I would like to present my personal reflection on the Indian democratic tradition. The Indian Constitution lays down the framework, basically providing a framework and demarcating the fundamental political code, structures, powers and duties of government institutions, setting out the fundamental rights and duties of the people of India as citizens of that great country.
It's very important for us to share with India and its government, the people population of India and the government, this feeling of congratulations, because we all together have the opportunity to build the democracy, the peace and the development our people need.
India enjoys being the biggest and most vibrant democracy in the world. It is a place where it fosters an atmosphere of free press, strong independent judiciary, and equal rights. India's written constitution is the longest in the world. It is a fine example of democratic tradition. Once again, from myself and the people of Nauru, I take this opportunity to congratulate all Indians on your Constitution Day.
On the occasion of the Constitution Day of India, I extend hearty congratulations to the government and the people of India. India's constitution established the largest democracy in the world. Recently, we in Switzerland watched with a lot of enthusiasm the festival of the democracy in India when 600 million people went to the polling booth to elect their new government. India's democratic traditions and values are deep-rooted and an inspiration to the world.
And Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed a summit organized by a private channel in the national capital. He said that Article 370 had been termed temporary in the constitution since day one, since some people, only for political benefits, had treated it as convention and ignored it for long. Article 370 helped separatists and their interests in the region. Prime Minister said that this government abrogated Article 370 and 35A to re-establish the constitutional integrity across the nation.
आर्टिकल 370 और 35A इसकी वजह से भारत ने जो भोगा है वह भी आप जानते हैं, और अब कैसे इस चुनौती का समाधान किया गया है ये भी आपने देखा है। आर्टिकल 370 को हमारे संविधान में पहले दिन से अस्थायी कहा गया है, टेम्पररी कहा गया था, लेकिन फिर भी कुछ लोगों और कुछ परिवारों के राजनीतिक स्वार्थ की वजह से इसे साइकोलॉजिकली स्थायी मान लिया गया था। ऐसा करके उन लोगों ने संविधान की भावना का अपमान किया, उसे नजरअंदाज किया। आर्टिकल 370 की वजह से जो अनिश्चितता बनी, उसने वहां अलगाव फैलाने वालों को हौसला हवा दी। हमारी सरकार ने आर्टिकल 370 और आर्टिकल 35A इसको हटाकर देश के संविधान की सर्वोपरिता को पुनर्स्थापित किया है।
And campaigning has intensified in Jharkhand for assembly polls. BJP leader Ravi Shankar Prasad will release party's Sankalp Patra today. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will address rallies in Jharkhand. Yesterday, notification was issued for the fifth and final phase of Jharkhand Assembly elections. And the 81-member Jharkhand Assembly will go to polls in 5 phases between November 30th and December 20th, and counting will be taken up on December 23rd. The main opposition party, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, on Tuesday released its party manifesto. JMM has promised 75% reservation for locals in government jobs. It also pledges that unemployed graduates and postgraduates would be given an allowance of 5,000 and 7,000 rupees respectively every month. And director of the 50th International Film Festival of India, Chaitanya Prasad, has said that the selection of films in Indian panorama is done by the jury. He said that there is a lot of competition because it is very difficult to choose only 26 best films amidst a large number.
Indian panorama में जो selection होता है, it's highly competitive, and there are some very good films across the country. It is not just in Hindi cinema. There's Pan-India cinema which competes, and we can just take about 26 films in the feature section and 15 films in the non-feature
That
section.
is it. 400 सवा 400
और
entries में
entries खूब आती हैं.
सिर्फ 25-26 फिल्में select करना. It has to be the best.
And it is very difficult.
सिनेमा के बहुत कम फिल्में हैं इसके अंदर.
And President Donald Trump has said that the US and China were nearing a trade deal while at the same time offering support for Hong Kong, where it wants to see democracy. After top US and Chinese officials agreed on talks towards a preliminary Phase 1 agreement, Trump told reporters at the White House that we are in the final throes of a very important deal. I guess you could say one of the most important deals in trade ever. The president further added that it is going very well, but at the same time, we want to see it go well in Hong Kong. Trump, meanwhile, hasn't said if he'll sign a bill in support of Hong Kong protesters that was passed by both chambers of Congress last week. Time now to get you updates from the world of business. My colleague Ajay is ready with Finance World.
Thanks, Priti. Welcome all to Finance World. The India's benchmark equity indices failed to hold on the gains notched earlier in the day and closed lower on Tuesday as traders likely booked profits. The Sensex ended at 40,821, down 68 points or 0.17%, while the Nifty 50 settled at 12,038, down 36 points or 0.3%. Earlier yesterday, the 30-share Sensex has hit a record high of 41,120 points, while Nifty had hit an all-time high of 12,132. Losses were led by telecom and information technology stocks. BSE Telecom Index were the worst hit, down 4.9%, followed by IT, which fell 1.2%. BSE BankX gained 0.7%. The Central Board of Direct Taxes CBDT has compulsorily retired yet another 21 Group B officers of the rank of ITO under Fundamental Rule 56J in the public interest due to corruption and other charges and CBI traps. With this, till now 85 officers, including 64 high-ranking tax officials, in which 12 officers were from CBDT, have been compulsorily retired under Fundamental Rule 56J in this year. And gold prices in India fell yesterday, tracking weak global rates and a higher rupee. On MCX, prices of gold future for December delivery fell 0.20% to 37,650 per 10 grams, extending losses to the 6th day in a row. Tracking gold, silver prices also edged lower on MCX, falling 0.45% to 44,036 per kilogram. In global markets, gold prices eased, falling a 2-week low on optimism that US and China could reach a trade deal soon. The Reserve Bank of India RBI Deputy Governor M.K. Jain on Tuesday expressed concern about the rising bad debt level in Mudra loans. Speaking at a SIDBI event on microfinance, Jain said that the growing mobilization of financial services bank must enhance the capabilities of borrowers so that individuals in the new income group could not merely avail the offered services but are also capable of demanding preferred products and services suitable to their needs and their choices. Well, that's all in the Finance World. Thanks for watching.
All right, thank you Ajay for joining in. Up next, we'll get you updates from the world of sports. Led by Atanu Das, Indian archers bagged 3 bronze medals on Tuesday and also ensured at least 3 silver medals at the ongoing Asian Championship at Bangkok. Indian archer Atanu Das clinched a bronze medal in individual category of men's recurve at the Asian Championships in Kolkata. Das beat Jin Haek-oh of Korea 6-5 in the shoot-off in the bronze medal match. He had also won a bronze in the recurve mixed team event with Deepika Kumari on Monday. The Indian recurve women's team of Deepika Kumari, Leshram Bombela Devi and Ankita Bhakat defeated Japan 5-1 to clinch another bronze medal for the country. Top seeds Abhishek Verma, Rajat Chauhan and Mohan Bhardwaj prevailed over Iran 229 to 221 to set up a gold medal clash against second seeds Korea in the compound men's team event. The compound mixed team of Abhishek Verma and Jyoti Sureka will clash against the Chinese Taipei pair in the final today. Time now to get you weather across the country. That's it in this edition of the Breakfast Show. But before we go, we leave you with the glimpses of different fashion show. It was a different in the sense that mothers walked the ramp. Titled as Ada, the glamorous fashion event was organized by an all-women community, Moms of India, and that happened in Aligarh. Take a look. Have a good day ahead. Bye-bye.